Well, Broke Boys, they have that Broke Boys are taking that B side. Maybe they're just trying to maintain their life count a little bit here. But you know, PJ has other plans. He's going around catching the players off guard. He's gonna be able to take 2 there, 3. Oh, he pulls out the short. He gets a kill with it, and now, well, Broke Boys, they have only 21 respawns left, and it's only been about a minute.
And the rest of the players on the side of West Point Mamba Lowkings says, okay, no problem. You take them off of the hill. We will just keep them at this spawn. But the West Point Mamba Lowkings are not as adept at doing that as the Broke Boys Club managed to break away. And they hop on into the A hill this time around just to pause the clock for a little bit. They want to do a little bit of damage. But Demos hops on in. 7 slays him out. They're still alive and kicking. Player number 2. Can he hold on for his dear life? Answer is going to be absolutely yes for the time being. But PJ once again shows up. This guy is on a streak. 5 kills, finally taken out by Z-Man, but it's just a back and forth between the two. And 40 seconds to go. Is this gonna be enough to secure one of these hills?
Well, I don't think so, because they're down to 7 lives left, and even with the additional time, they're not going to have enough lives to capture another one, and it's looking not very good for the side of Broke Boys Club here, especially with West Point Mamba Lowkings still having 15 respawns. That's more than double of what Broke Boys has, and now we can see that they are just popping off with the kills, but Jello here trying to stay alive, getting a 2-piece just like that, and trying to get this B-side taken down.
Superior gun skills on the side of the West Point Mamba Lowkings just makes this look so easy. But the Broke Boys Club and their initial opening strategy just shows me that they've really been putting in some solid work, some solid time to re-strategize their approach in these respawns, and I'm really proud of them for doing so. I have already said I'm not expecting the world from these newer teams. I'm just expecting to see improvement series after series, and the Broke Boys Club are delivering on that. It will be absolutely ridiculous for me to say that, you know, teams like the Broke Boys Club, who are very new to the scene, are going to be able to take away wins from the West Point Mamba Lowkings easily, because Lowkings is just not that kind of team. Lowkings are the kind of breed that'll be able to even take down teams like ALMGHTY or Blacklist when they just slip up in those moments. So it's going to be a tough fight, but the Broke Boys Club are giving it their all.
Improvement is definitely a very big and important part of this game for Broke Boys Club. Again, they are pretty new, just as AJ said, but this should be their opportunity to learn and have a chance of playing with the top teams of Garena. And I think now, even if they don't win, they have to take this opportunity to make those adjustments, learn from their own, and maybe in the future it's gonna pay off, just as what West Point Mamba Lowkings did a couple years back. They were the underdogs, they were the new ones, but now they are the ones beating up the new ones, and they are definitely just taking that experience to their advantage. And here we can see that West Point Mamba Lowkings, even if they're the attacking players, they are the ones with the advantage here, and that's purely down to their gun skill, their strategies, and of course Yopi popping off right now.
And to be fair, even as the West Point Mamba Lowkings were new in the circuit, they were still beating up the new teams. that has not changed. The West Point Mamba Lowkings have just been so annoyingly good from the very start. And you just have to be absolutely impressed with the grit and grind coming out of this team. But let's see exactly how far will the Broke Boys Club be able to hold them back. West Point Mamba Lowkings already the second quadrant sneaked away on this B control point. 10 more lives, half of what the West Point Mamba Lowkings have on their side. The Broke Boys Club don't seem to have a great advantage in this control round 2.
Definitely not a great advantage, especially with how bad they're doing. Well, how good they are doing with their gunfights. It's not the best, but right now we can see West Point Mamba Lowkings, they're trying to capture that last site, that B site from the Broke Boys. But the question is, are they going to do that, or are they just gonna go for the eliminations? Because we already know they're gonna secure this round for sure. And it's just gonna be down to how long they're gonna take to do it and how they're gonna take it home. But right now, Broke Boys are giving it everything they got, and you can see that they're really trying to change up their strategies and try to find a better way to do things. And I guess right now, that's all they can do.
Well, a double stun is most definitely going to take Z-Man off of the hill. And West Point Mamba Lowkings, they're not even trying to play the objective at this point. They're just going in for the slays, and they will do that absolutely well. 2-0. Yet another donut within one series. 2 donuts within one series. You know, only people like West Point Mamba Lowkings can pull things like that off.
Yep, and that's what they're showing here, AJ, because they are definitely giving Broke Boys Club a hard time. But now, with West Point Mamba Lowkings being at match point, this is a perfect opportunity to pull out those score streaks and operator skills that they have gained through the last 2 rounds, as well as Broke Boys Club. And that is exactly what we're going to see in just a couple of seconds. They're going to start pulling these out, because if they don't, it's going to be their last opportunity to use a PJ here, trying to spawn trap the players of Broke Boys Club. But unfortunately, he's going to get knocked down, and unfortunately, Broke Boys still struggling with the gunfights here.
Absolutely right. And you just have to absolutely love the disrespect out of that CBR4 lattice. Every time you get a slay, you just kick the guy off of the battlefield. I mean, you don't even need to emote. You just need to whip out this legendary gun. If you guys did not get this draw, if you guys did not try to go for this gun, you know, my condolences. You have lost out a lot.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of us do not have the money to buy that gun. You know? Well, yeah, of course we try, but Garena is not that nice to us, giving it in the first draw. But now we can see our players of West Point Mamba definitely taking advantage of that legendary gun in their hands. And now we can see, just as I said earlier, they're gonna start pulling out those operator skills. Yopi here pulling out the Sparrow here to kill off a couple players. Down to the last respawns on the side of Broke Boys Club.
Oh, you gotta love this, man. I mean, they're just pushing on straight in towards the showers. I mean, one thing to spawn trap, but the other thing to just push them into a tight little corner on that spawn trap as a whole. 2 final players on the side of the Broke Boys Club. Can this be a run to salvage their matchup? Final player, Demos says nope. And 3-0 yet again in this 3-0 dropout within the series. West Point Mamba Lowkings wins this hands down. No challenge.
They won it without a sweat, and you can see they're very happy to do so, high-fiving each other. They've secured the top bracket for the playoffs of Garena Masters Season 4. And as you can see here, they seem like it was not difficult